And we're back with another video, and yes, I'm going to talk about the truck that everyone's talking about, and I will give my humble opinion on this truck, and I promise you it's humble because I'm not a street truck guy. Probably really can't say I'm a truck guy, even though I really want to be. I want a truck one day. I'm itching for a truck at some point. Something ridiculous, something obnoxious, something that rhymes with TRX that would be really cool to have at some point as just a fun, cool thing to have to go do stupid crap in, put a big giant American flag on it, do donuts for videos until YouTube bans me. That would be awesome. It's definitely something in my blood I would love to see and have, which of course leads me to this video. And I've had a couple of you message me and say, what do you think of this? And some just send via Instagram the articles on it. And then I feel like I'm being left out because everyone on the planet, every YouTuber, and frankly, every news blog out there are doing articles on this. And, my hesitance was I really want to be positive. And I will tell you right now, I'm going to be positive that they're putting out a gas engine, a 5.7, in a lowered street truck with the supercharger, with 650 horsepower, with great springs on it, a two-wheel drive and an all-wheel drive option. I think it's the awesomest thing in the world. I love that they're doing this, and I'm going to applaud them. I have zero criticism on the truck. The truck is going to be phenomenal, and when we see one on the road, we're going to definitely show it the respect it absolutely so deserves, because it is I don't want to call it a masterpiece, but it's getting close, considering the stupidity we've been going through, even with Ram this last year or so, with all the twin turbo i6s. But Brad, the i6 is a better engine. It's faster. It's got great torque, and it's better than the V8s. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to own one. I wouldn't want to own one. I think a truck should have a big truck like the Rams should have a V8 in them that will last forever, because trucks tend to be in people's lives for quite a long time and used long after those trucks are passing hands from the guy or gal who bought them new. They end up becoming work trucks. Like I rode in my whole life as a youngster with my dad, who was a plumber. Trucks should have that longevity. They shouldn't be overheating or having issues and turbos going out and all that stuff, which I just predict that the future of the Ram Hurricanes will not be a bright one, and people are going to wish way down the road, or at least seek and hunt down the new incoming 5.7s many years from now, because you will be able to start them even with the torque system. They're going to be better than these twin turbo i6s. Now, I'd love to see them bring out something without the torque system and just a good old-fashioned raw truck that is going to last forever. And if the engine does go bad, you can buy another one for cheap and just keep on going. That's where the world kind of, I think, needs to get back to. And call me old, I don't care. It is what it is. But what's my issue with this truck? Well, let's go ahead and check this out. Thought I'd build one with you all and show you that you can actually go build one and see how much this is going to cost you. So if you go to ramtrucks.com, you can scroll right up, and here's the first issue, albeit a slight issue I have. It's Fox Factory. So this is an aftermarket company partnering with Direct Connection. So it's not necessarily Dodge. So the warranty you're going to get with this truck, I question if it's, and when I went to their information site, I couldn't find anything, but I question if this is going to be a Fox Factory warranty or if it's going to be warranted by the dealership, and if the dealership has to be a Direct Connection dealership. Otherwise, you're screwed when something goes wrong with this thing. Considering, go watch Racer X's video, the chances these things are going to be pushing the envelopes of what a 5.7 can handle when it comes to in terms of boost. I would say I would like to know that if something goes wrong with it, that I can go to my local Ram dealer. I'm suspecting that's not going to be the case. But even if we get past that and say, look, it's a specialty truck, you don't have to buy it, it's an order-only thing, so go, so be it. Will dealers order these things and have them on their lots for $150,000 and try to mark them up like crazy? I imagine they will. Will they fake buyers and do all kinds of stuff to get these things in to be able to mark them up? Because standing inventory will certainly have an advantage when it comes to pricing and catching people in their moment of need to have something now, the impulse buyers. But let's go ahead and click on this thing and jump over to where you can actually build these things. And you'll see pretty quickly what the first issue is as we take a look at this and then we go to build. Well, let's go ahead and look at the specs. Honestly, I feel like I'm just beating a dead horse because everyone's been doing videos on this, but here's the specs. And no question, it's phenomenal. 650 horsepower supercharged 5.7 performance coilover lowering system, 22-inch wheels, 305/40/22, high performance tires, going to be expensive. Performance dual exhaust, awesome, and probably MagnaFlow, I think RacerX mentioned, which is great. Front splitter, rear spoiler, gold accents, and graphics. So you can get special seats and all kinds of stuff, but you can see here what I'm talking about. The biggest issue is right there. And comment below if you agree with me. And I hate to be the guy that's being cheap. I mean, look, I've worked really hard my whole life to not have a lot of price shock aversion until this last couple years, where I've gotten to the place to where my brain just can't process that something that should be $65,000 is going to be out the door with taxes and license, crossing the border of $100,000. So here's the breakdown. Let's go ahead and say we wanted to check out this blue one and the custom leather seats. Of course, we want those, and we certainly want that. That's already the only option here, but let's say we want all-wheel drive. Some are saying, going to think, well, this thing's going to do tons of burnouts. They're doing a lot with the rear suspension to keep it from having the wheel hop, of course, but the 8-speed automatic transmission. So here's the deal. You're looking at, as built, $95,125. Or you're going to be looking at a base of $87,000 with delivery. You're going to be looking at $90,000. And in my ridiculously stupid state that I'm not moving from, no matter how much you all tell me to, you're going to be over $100,000. You're going to be at least approaching $100,000 on this truck. And that, to me, is just crazy. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sign up and say I'm going to be excited about a $100,000. Like, they should get more of these things on the road. Think about this. If they price these things, because they are going to be a specialty vehicle, you're not getting the people buying these as a work truck. But why has it got to be $95,000? Like, get it down to at least a reasonable price where you're not hitting your head on that $100,000 number. But my other question I have on this is, and maybe you all can answer me, because I'm not a engine guy. I'm not in there wrenching on this stuff. I just like horsepower, and I like gas engines, and I like doing burnouts and donuts and all that fun stuff. And go watch my channel, and you'll see. I love that stuff, and it's fun. And I love the growl of a V8 engine and the revving of it, and a loud exhaust, and all that's really cool stuff. But here's my question: why not just keep this in-house and have the lowering springs and tires and wheels and interior all from direct connection, and just drop a freaking Hellcat engine in there? Why not just drop the TRX engine in there? Is there something I'm missing here? And it seems like, at least if you're going to hit your head up against the $100,000 number, if you're going to be looking at $95,000, why not have a TRX engine, a Hellcat engine in there? Why not? I mean, it just seems like it makes more sense than building a 5.7 liter, albeit a great engine. But if I'm getting a 5.7, here's my other issue. You come over here, it's a Bighorn, and a Bighorn MSRP is like $48,475, and then it's another $1,200 or whatever it is for the V8 for 2026. So you're looking at like $50,000, a little over $50,000 maybe at the most for a Bighorn. Now that's base, but then you slap all the options on there, and you're looking at let's say $40,000 to $45,000 more for this truck, it just seems exorbitant. It seems too high. But if it had a TRX engine in it, over 700 horsepower, I got to think, I mean, people, by the way, it's proven. It's actually 100% warranted by Dodge. All the techs are used to working on the Hellcats and the TRXs. Why step out with a third party? And by the way, forgive my ignorance. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. If there is, just be gentle in the comments. Like, why in the hell wouldn't they just do that? I mean, that seems like just a no friggin' brainer. Like, do the lowering thing, make it a I don't know, change the name to another dinosaur. I don't know. What am I missing here? Please tell me, because it just seems like it would have been so much easier to do. They already are building the engines. Why have to send them out? Nobody knows what the delivery times are going to be, and there's still some questions out there that people are going to have on this thing when it comes to reliability and who's going to actually do the work when it has an issue. Versus a TRX, you just roll that thing right into your local Dodge dealership, and been around forever, so they know what to do. I don't know, folks. Let me know what you think about this. I'm not being negative, I promise. I think it's cool that they're doing this stuff. I wouldn't mind having one of those trucks. It's awesome. But I'm not dropping $90,000. And I got to imagine dealers, give them half a minute, they're going to figure out how to slap a bunch of add-ons and mark these things up somehow as well when you come in. But even since their order, I got to imagine they're not going to be able to do that, because they're not going to be able to say, well, there's not enough. I got to imagine they're going to order as many as you want. But imagine this. Let's say it's highly popular and they have lots and lots of orders. How fast can Fox Factory turn these things out? So could you be looking at a 6-month or a year wait time? I mean, these are questions remain to be seen and answered. But if it was just a freaking Hellcat engine, just drop a TRX motor in there and go. You've already got everything. Just lower that sucker and boogie down with your bad self. Am I crazy? Please comment below, but please be gentle if I'm missing something. Can they not do it for whatever reason? I don't know. But when you're hitting $90,000 to $95,000, I don't know if I want to experiment with you. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to e-torque. I don't know. Because that's a lot of money. It's a significant decision. How are banks going to respond to this when they go to do financing on these things? I'm sure, because it's going to come up as a 1500 Bighorn, so they're going to have to be explaining to credit unions. So no, it's this thing with Fox Factory. So is it going to be cash only? Only cash buyers can buy this thing? Are banks going to be able to figure out how to classify this thing when you drop $40,000 or $45,000 in options on these things? I don't know. But Dodge, Ram, Tim, great job bringing this thing. I'm sure there's a place in the world for it. It's not going to be what turns the company around, though. And if it was a lot less money somehow, if they figured out how to do it for less money, they might get enough of them on the road to at least get some excitement around the brand again. But at $90,000 to $95,000, you're not going to see very many of these things, which means you're not going to get the brand equity out of people saying, oh, whoa, look at that thing, man. It's that DC650 thing or whatever the hell it's called. You're not going to get that because it's going to be so rare on the road. But, geez, on the way home to film this video, I literally had a TRX pull alongside of me. And, of course, what did I do? I rolled my window down just a little bit so I can hear that thing take off and I can listen to that supercharger whine, because it sounded absolutely spectacular. So with that, everybody, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Will he take 10 cash?